Hey guys, Armedfro here. Got another battle. This is versus ThatsMyLatios. This is an underused match. This is an amazing underused match. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Lizard Guy 7 chose this one. He chose a Krabby. I'm going to be using it in this match. I was surprised of how well it did. He's going to lead off with Rotom. I'm going to lead off with my Apollyon. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks as he switches into his Hitmontop. I don't want to stay in here. He might go to the Fake Out, but you know what? I'm just going to switch into my purely defensive Shaman. I'm actually really surprised how well this Shaman is doing in underused, but he's purely defensive. He actually takes that close combat very nicely. Then I see the Life Orb on him. I'm like, ooh, nice. So I'm going to go, I can either go for Leech Seed or Seed Flare on the switch. I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed just to see what he does. He switches into his Ex-Cavalier. Oh my, I Protect to see if he's going to try to Mach Punch or something. But I'm going to switch out, go into my Empoleon, just to see what he's going to do. He's go for the Mega Horn. Considering the damage, it looks like it might be banded. I'm not 100% sure, but don't see Life Orb, don't see Leftover, so I'm assuming it's banded. I'm going to go for the Scald on the Ex-Cavalier, just try to get a burn off him. He switches to his Zapdos, and I am really surprised how much this Scald does. I have no special attack investment into this Empoleon. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stay in. Maybe he'll like predict, go for the sub or something, but he goes for the Heat Wave, and that actually takes me out surprisingly. And special defensive Empoleon, I thought I would take it a little better than that, but now I'm going to go into my Lilligant. Right here, I'm going to go for the Quiver Dance, saying that if he switches, I get a free Quiver Dance because Sleep Powder next person that comes in. If he Heat Waves me, I'm going to take it, and I just get Leftovers recovery on and off. But he gets the burn, which really sucks, because now my Lilligant pretty much has like a time set of how many burns it could take. It's less because of the Leftovers, but right, I'm gonna go for the Power Rock. It's gonna easily take out the Zapdos, but he could probably just switch into a guy with priority, which I'm pretty sure this Hitmontop does have a priority. I did see Life Orb, so it might have Mach Punch, Fake Out, something. If he goes for the Fake Out, it's gonna easily take me out. Sadly, a Petal Dance would have taken out really nicely, but you know what? Right here, I'm going to go in my Krabby, 90 base, Evilite. No way in hell this is going to kill me. I'm going to take that close combat, counter with a Crab Hammer, 105 base attack. I'm really surprised how amazing this Krabby did. It actually took out a Skarmory once in a battle, but he's going to switch to his Rotom. I can't switch out, just thinking that he might overpredict, go for Overheat. And if I switch into my Shaman, I really didn't want him to take it. But now he dies, which really makes me sad. I love the nickname, Come At Me, but it looks like Come Eat Me. But you know what? Whatever. He's going to go into his Mew. I'm going to go into my Shaman just to get the Leech Seed up on this guy. See what type of Mew this is. Mew is just very versatile in this game. He goes for the Dragon Tail. I'm like, whoa! And now he forces me into Azelf. Is it a Scarfed Azelf? I could trick him, my Scarf, considering that he does have Dragon Tail, which means it's more of a defensive set. But I decided to just go for the U-turn, see if he does switch. I'm going to go into my Shaman if he doesn't switch. So now I'm going to go into Shaman. I goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm really happy I switched because now it doesn't really matter if Shaman is burned because of the natural cure. I can just switch out and the burn goes away, and my Leftovers and Leech Seed will counteract the burn, so I actually heal more than I deal. So I'm going to go for the Protect, see what he's going to do, but he goes for the Soft Boil. I'm like, God dang it. He had to have a recovery move on this Mew, but I'm going to heal more than he's going to deal with the burn, so I'm just going to go for the Seed Flare next turn, just to see how much that's going to do, because see if he's more of a defensive set or a special defensive set. But now he's going to switch into his Rotom. I'm like, ugh, I really don't want to stay in here because he's probably Scarf because of the Volt Switch. Seed Flare does a hefty chunk. One more Stealth Rock damage is going to easily take him out. But I'm just going to go for the Protect. It's going to deal a little more because of burn, but I just needed to scout out what type of move this Rotom Heat would do. He is Scarf, so he'll be set into that move. I'm going to switch into my Togekiss, which is really special defensive, bulky. So I'm going to take that Overheat very nicely, and I'm going to go for the Roost. Even if he switches, I get the free Roost up, and I'm going to be at full health. If he doesn't, I get to roost and nasty plot next move when he actually does switch. So I'm going to go for the roost here, just get a really good chunk of my health back. And so right here, I'm going to go for the nasty plot. My Kissy Kissy's is getting +2 special attack. He goes into his Dawn Fan, which it could be bad. He does have Ice Shard. Dawn Fan has pretty good defense, but my Togekiss is bulky. So I'm just going to go for the Air Slash. If he doesn't go for the Ice Shard, if he does have the Stone Edge randomly, I have a 60% chance of him actually not doing anything, but he goes for the Rapid Spin. I'm like, gah! Now his Rotom actually can come back in and deal some damage. But it's okay. It's okay. I could go for the, he goes for the Ice Shard just to do some damage before I kill him. It doesn't do as much as I thought it would, actually. I'm actually really surprised of how much damage that actually did. Wow. But, I mean, Leftovers takes out half the damage that he did from his Ice Shard. He's going to his Rotom Heat. I'm going to go for the Roost, hoping I could take this Volt Switch, and I do thank the Lord. But he switches into his Mew. I'm like, he's special defensive Mew. Now I know this is a special defensive Mew. This Mew, I sped up this part just to show you. Like, this Mew is just, gosh, dang it. I want to see how much damage it does. It doesn't do as much as I thought. He does flinch. So I'm thinking that I'm faster here. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for the nasty plot. But he goes for the soft boy. I'm like, oh, you're faster than me. Oh, that's not good. I was thinking I could flinch hacks this guy to death, but he's faster than me. That means he probably did Dragon Tail last turn. So right here, he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, just get the residual damage on me. As I go for the Air Slash, just try to make him go for the Soft Boil, so I can get another nasty plot up and hopefully overcome his special defense and take him out. So he's going to go for the Soft Boil, as I thought, and that right here, I'm going to get a +4 with my nasty plot. But the thing is, I need to go for the Air Slash here. Because the first time of setting up, he's going to try to Dragon Tail, try to phase me out of my Togekiss, and try to force me into another Pokemon. So I'm going to go for the Air Slash, which means I went first, but he misses a Dragon Tail, thank the Lord. So right here, I'm going to go for the nasty plot, thinking that he's going to soft boil up. So here, I'm going to go, he actually does go to soft boil, which is really good. So now I can just go for the nasty plot, get the +6 with my Kissy Kiss, and I'm going to go for the Air Slash, just stab +6 is going to do a hefty chunk to this guy, even at full HP. So right here, I'm going to go for the Air Slash. I miss, though, and he hits with the Dragon Tail, and it forces me into Shaman. I'm like, you know what? I'm fine. I'm going to go for the Leech Seed just to try to, do some residual damage on this guy as he goes for the Psychic. See how much damage it does? Not going to do a lot. So that means he probably has no investment in special attack. But even that, he has 100 base special attack. So right here, considering what he's going to think I'm going to protect, I'm going to go for the Seed Flare as he switches to his X-Cavalier. And that Seed Flare doesn't do jack. But I do get the special 2 minus special defense drop. So right here, I know he's going to probably think I'm going to switch into my Togekiss, so I'm going to go for the Protect, see what he does. He is Banded and or Scarf. I'm pretty sure he's Banded. So I know I could take at least one Double Edge, and I'm going to go for the Leech Seed just to see how much damage he's going to do. He goes for the Double Edge. Banded Double Edge, it looks like. Not going to do as much. I thought it was going to bring me down to the red, but now Leftovers and Leech Seed is going to do a hefty chunk. And it's going to bring me back to a little less than half. I go for the Protect because I want to get some more HP. And because he has -2 special defense, I do have the Earth Power. And hopefully I could take him out from where he's at. I go for the Earth Power, -2 special defense. Easily going to take the X-Cavalier out. Plush Toy doing some work. Oh my god, Shaman, you're doing amazing. So now he's going to switch into Mew. I thought he was going to switch into his Rotom Heat form. Because I can't go for the Protect again because I already used it on X-Cavalier. I thought he would just go for the Overheat, but you know what? He switches into his Mew. I'm going to go for the Leech Seed. He's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Just get residual damage on each other. I can switch into my Togekiss right here. Pretty much as Death Fodder, but it's not smart. I'm going to go to my Azelf, hoping he doesn't go for the Will-O-Wisp again. predicting my switch, but he goes into his Rotom. I go for the U-turn, thinking I could have gone for the Zen Headbutt, but if he went into his Mew, I would be forced to switch, and it would just really be a bad situation for me. I'm going to switch my Togekiss as Death Fodder on this Rotom. There's really no point in me keeping him in here. I could have gone for the Mew, but just he's already burned. He has really low health. I would just take a turn to roost, and just no point of me keeping the Togekiss right here. So I'm going to go to my Azelf. Either if he switches to his Rotom Heat or this Mew, I could do some pretty good damage with the U-turn. And right here, I'm going to go into my Shaman. I could have tricked, honestly, but it really wouldn't be smart because I really need to outspeed that Rotom Heat. I know I can because Azelf is usually faster than Rotom Heat, so this is another like stall match. My Shaman versus his Mew. I'm going to just go for the Leech Seed and try to get a special defense down with my Seed Flare. Actually, Seed Flare is -2. I think it has like a 30 or 40% chance of actually getting the -2 special defense, which is really a lot in this game. So right here, again, it's just stalling out. He tried to phase me out there, which is really interesting. It would have been really good for me if he phased me out into my Azelf, because another U-turn super effective does about a little less than half to him. And I would have gotten a special defense. I would have gotten Leech Seed recovery from the Azelf, but I go for the Seed Flare here. He gets minus special defense with the Psychic, which is really sucky, which means I can't really stay in here that much longer. I really shouldn't stay in here much longer because I really don't want to take more. I thought he would predict my Protect, and he actually obviously did. He went for the Seed Flare. So here, I'm tempted to switch in my Azelf, but I decided to stay in. The worst comes to worst. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch in my Azelf. I'm pretty sure I do here because worst comes to worst, he could Will-O-Wisp again blindly and get the Azelf. But he goes for the Psychic. Not gonna do that whole lot. I get the Leech Seed recovery, which is really essential on this Mew. Just withering him down further and further and further. And the worst thing about this stall match between my Shaman and his Mew is it's a speed tie. So he doesn't know if he's going to get the Softball first or Softball second, and it seems like he can't switch out of this Mew, because even if he does, anything that I do to this Rotom, if I blew air in his general direction, the Rotom Heat would die. So I get the -4 special defense. He goes for the Soft Boil. It's not going to matter too much, because right here, I am going to be slower than his Mew. And right here, I'm just going to go for that Seed Flare. Okay, of course, Leech Seed withering it down. The after turn effects are ridiculous in this match. But I'm going to go. He's going to go for Psychic. I'm going to go for the Seed Flare. Do a huge chunk to him. And see, right here, I win this speed tie, overdoing his... he would have soft boiled, but again, I outspeed this turn coming up, and I do take out the Mew with the Seed Flare. Luckily, I don't miss any Seed Flares. It has a really good accuracy, but it would really suck if I missed there. But now all he has left is Rotom Heat. I'm just going to leave my Rotom in. Maybe I could take an Overheat and go for the Seed Flare or Leech Seed, but no way in hell. But now he's -2. Even if I didn't outspeed him with my Azelf, I'm gonna kill him with the Wild Chase. So that's a good game. That's my Latios. I would choose the most thumbed up Pokemon for next part. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay classy.